hashes what the protocols said, that the Jews control world finance, the media. Now they control the U.S. foreign policy. The Jews, Mr. Jones, have inflicted tremendous harm upon the United States.
Well, let me ask you a question. From your perspective, should the Jews be gotten rid of?
Yes, they should. In every country...
All right, I'm going to stop you right there. I'm going to stop you right there. I am Jewish. Now, I'm not, but I would talk like that. You want to kill the Jews, you're going to have to kill me, okay? And, you know, the big secret comes from me on air, but nobody ever wants to say that because it makes it sweeter and more fun. My wife's grandfather was Jewish. Now, my wife's a Christian, and my family are Christians, but it doesn't matter. If you say that because my wife has some Jewish ancestry that she's evil and needs to be killed, then you're going to have to go through me. Okay, and if you say that the Hispanics were the devil and have to be killed, or black people are the devil, a lot of people say that need to be killed, or white people are the devil, like some black groups say, you got to go through me, okay? I mean, you just said you want to murder millions of people. Unbelievable.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Tyranny is here. The grim future foretold in 1984 has become reality.
It really says that the state is God.
The United States is now recognized globally as one of the most oppressive police states on Earth. This film conclusively proves the existence of a secret network of FEMA camps, now being expanded nationwide. This documentary exposes how the continuity of government program has established an all-powerful shadow state. Police State 4 chronicles the sickening depths to which our republic has fallen. Prepare to enter the secretive world of emergency dictatorship. Body scanners, sound cannons, citizen spies, stage terror, and cameras on every street corner. It's only the beginning of the New World Order's hellish plan. The police state isn't coming. It's here. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or see it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv. Hello, friends. This is Alex Jones. You've heard me talk about Cal-Ben 5-star soaps for years. This is an American-made product of the highest quality and compares to nothing you will find in stores. You can buy factory direct, shipped via UPS right to your door. Check them out on the web at 5starsoap.com or call 800-340-7091. Take my word for it. Once you've used Pure Soap, you won't buy anything else. Since 1947, Cal-Ben Soap Company has been showing consumers that soap can be tough on dirt and gentle on the environment. Buy American and stay clean, as well as support InfoWars. Visit 5starsoap.com today or call 1-800-340-7091. Well, Marty, what do you have to say?
As founder and owner for over 63 years, satisfaction is guaranteed or double your dirt back. Call us at 1-800-340-7091 for a free catalog or visit our website, 5starsoap.com. Thank you.
This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now, new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365.
You take a mortal man.
Okay, I want to finish up with what Scott was talking about. Then I want to make an announcement, and we're going to Eric, Mark, David, Moses, Julio, and others that are patiently holding. It is the height of madness to believe that one group of people are responsible for all the evils in the world. There was incredible enslavement and torture and murder going on in China 3,000 years ago, thousands of years before any Jews or Jesuits or anybody else showed up in what's China today. There was incredible murder and degradation going on with the Aztecs, with the Babylonians, with the Druids and Celts. Every culture basically gets corruption in place and people on power trips and the priest class and does the same type of stuff. There's been money manipulation, going on. Did Jesus whip the money changers in the temple for currency manipulation? Yes. Do you go back to the goldsmiths of Europe, a lot of them being Jewish? Yes. But when you sit there and say Jews are the source of all evil, and then just broadly paint an entire group of people, at a primitive level, that is very alluring to just say, there's the problem, that's everything. And then you call in and you say, that I guess like in Germany, if you had 1% Jewish blood, you had to be killed. And I love how these Nazis always say Hitler didn't kill Jews, it didn't target them, when I've read Hitler's writings and listened to his radio broadcast where he talked about it. And then you say kill him, and Hitler didn't finish the job. I mean, I see this stuff everywhere. And then you say, oh, but Hitler didn't kill people. I mean, you're saying kill all the Jews, and you have chosen to say that my wife is Jewish and that when she's a Christian and is proud of her, I guess 25%, or what would it be if it was her grandfather, Jewish blood. She's proud of her other, Irish and Scottish and English blood, just like I'm a little bit Native American. If you don't like Native Americans, should that mean they should all be killed, or I should be killed? So let's just get this straight. If you hate black people, I'm black, okay? I'm black, okay? I'm an African American, all right? If you don't like Hispanics, I'm Hispanic, okay? I'm from Spain. I'm not. I'd be proud if I had any of that blood. Fine. You don't like Portuguese? I'm Portuguese. You don't like Chinese? I'm Chinese. You don't like Koreans? I'm Koreans. You don't like Jews? I'm Jewish. Okay? I'm Jewish. You understand that? I'm Jewish. Okay? Good. There you go. All right? I mean, literally, a guy calls in to my show and says all the Jews should be killed, and these guys run around saying my wife is Jewish and all this baloney and that I work for Israel and all this mentally ill garbage when I'm critical of Israel and don't like Israel's globalist agenda. And I had Kaiser on just a few days ago talking about how the Israeli lobby clearly lobbied to shut down the offshore accounts in Switzerland so they could move them to Israel. Or I make films about Israel and the U.S. government together targeting the USS Liberty. Makes the Nazis even madder. Because they're all about being a cult. All they do is fight with each other. They're filled with feds. And all they do is say, we're the best, we're good. We morally can just say everybody, is a devilish, evil Jew, and we're good intellectually. We don't make films. We don't do quality radio programs. We don't get anything done. We just sit around saying, we're the best, we're the best, we're the best. And you've also got the black groups. And I've had black people. One time I was being interviewed by a media person. They wanted to meet at McDonald's. We were outside. It's about 6-7 years ago, and a black guy walks by and goes, you're a blue-eyed devil, and we're going to get you. And I see these videos that they put on the news of the, quote, black Israelites, at least some of the more radical ones, saying all whites are the devil, kill their babies, on and on and on. Okay, well, I'm white. I mean, that's really what I am. My true identity is a Protestant, Anglo-Saxon Christian. My name's Jones. I'm Welsh. I'm German. Almost my entire mother's family on both sides are German and British. I'm proud of all that. My culture's not bad. But your culture of your black's not bad. But, I've gotten the calls from Jamaica and places, particularly on air, telling me that I'm the devil because I'm European. Okay? I mean, it's crazy. So wipe out all the Europeans and all our problems will be solved. Wipe out all the Jews, all our problems will be solved. Wipe out all the Chinese, all our problems are going to be solved. And every culture who's had wars with each other kind of has these historical legends about their enemy. The Japanese hate the Chinese and have all these stories about how they're subhuman and the source of all evil. The Chinese have the same stories about the Japanese. The Arabs have the stories about the Jews. The Jews have the stories about them. I get on air and criticize the fact that there are race laws in Israel that they will arrest an Arab or someone else if they marry a Jewish woman. I criticize that racism. I get criticized by the ADL Southern Poverty Law Center, but I do it from a truthful, loving, real, rational perspective Okay? Just like I criticize the corruption of the Chinese government and the organ harvesting. I'm not saying Chinese or Asians are bad. And so it's very, very frustrating for me to hear a phone call like that, and someone really calls in and declares war and says, you know, if your wife has any Jewish blood, that she needs to die. I mean, think about the magnitude. I mean, you almost make people choose a side, but I'm not going to do that. You've made up your mind, and you've made it that I'm this Israeli agent when it's completely the opposite of the facts. Or the crazy people that say I'm a Vatican, you know, warlock assassin. That's why Charlie made that joke. So we spent hours one time watching videos of people saying that about us. If that's a joke, you know, now the warlock group said they're going to do a spell on Charlie Saturday. It's in the Salem News. It's fruitcakeism. You know, look, I'm not a Vatican assassin. I'm not a ninja. I'm not a warlock. It's a joke. But see, we take those insults on and say, okay, if you're going to say that about us, fine. Believe whatever you want. Do you understand that? I am who I am. I care about free market. I care about private property rights. I care about family. I don't want Mexican children, British children, Jewish children, Russian children, Japanese children to be aborted. African children. Okay, it doesn't matter how many black groups, and every time I'm up in New York, a lot of black folks come up and shake my hand because they know who I am. But a lot of people who I see who are black, you know, they have got such, many of them, a hatred of white people. You can just see it. And you can see the hate going on. And so, look, it's the political system we need to change. We need to get a Bill of Rights and Constitution culture back in place so we all have liberty and freedom. Get rid of the Federal Reserve, regardless of who runs it. Okay? Restore the Republic. That's the system that protects us all. I mean, are there corrupt... I mean, take George Soros. There's a 60 Minutes piece from him. It's got to be 15 years ago. It's in the mid-90s. You can just pull up George Soros on 60 Minutes. And he admits that he helped the Nazis go around in Europe and take the property from Jews, which was then basically fenced out. I mean, this is a guy helping go after Jews. And you say, well, look, George Soros is a Jew. Look, all the Jews are evil. What? I mean, that'd be like saying Jeffrey Dahmer was white. I don't know what his family crest would be, what the background of Dahmer is. Is Dahmer German? Google family crest Dahmer family crest. I mean, does that mean that everybody who's German or Dutch it needs to be killed? I mean, it's just mindless, idiotic tribalism. So, I am who I am. I am a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant. And that's what my family's been on both sides, famously, back to the Mayflower and right through to today. And that's my identity, and that's my family's identity, and that's my wife's identity. But if you want to say that's not our identity, fine. Whatever you think it is, white devil, Jewish agent, Vatican agent, Masonic agent, reptoid agent, whatever it is you want to say about me, fine. I don't care. That's your loss. That's your loss for being petty-minded, and that's why you're so unsuccessful in life, ladies and gentlemen. And when you sit there and say, wipe out all the Jews, there's so many Zionist documents that are public where they admit, oh, this is great. Jews will be persecuted, and then basically the Jewish mafia can sit on top of them and suck off of them and get donations from them and use them for their own power. How do you think the Italian mafia operated when the Italians couldn't get justice, couldn't get law through the courts because they were being discriminated against? Or the Irish mafia. That's how these mafias develop. And so we have spoken out against the Jewish mafia. That's what it is. We've spoken out against the American-Israeli Affairs Committee, AIPAC. We have done countless shows, and I almost back off from doing it because